What's up, guys? Dodger 95 here. Anyways, as you can tell from the title, we're doing a little crafting in here. And I'm wearing gloves because this is still fairly warm from grinding and welding. But I made me one of these because I'm wanting to get into a little bit of armor making, or at least try and make a gauntlet. I'm starting with sheet metal or roofing tin, just to start out, get a feel of how to make or how to work the metal or material. There we go, that's better. But you can say this is a chip and hammer when you're to chip off your flux from a flux core MIG wire welder, from a flux core welding of MIG or stick welding. Or you can use it for armor making. I actually got a couple chip and hammers in here anyways, and I'll probably stick with the one I have, or my great-grandpa's old one, because that one works better than what this does to me right now. But anyways, kind of going through the step process of how I did it is I wanted to put a curve or recess in the top so the head of it would have a better place to sit versus setting it on a flat surface like this. If I would have went with a curved, which I probably should have just done a curve in this one, for example, but both ends of this because this was actually going to be another head for a second one, but whatever at this point. But I started off with a 5/32 drill bit to essentially make a pilot hole. But actually, let me restart all that. When I started making this, I found probably like a 4-foot piece of 3/4 inch round stock laying around from an old trailer I cut up. When I started it, I went through, marked out like 7-inch lengths just for, I marked out two 8 or 9-inch handles and two 7-inch heads for those, or to be welded onto those handles. And upon starting, created a indentation with a punch, which I don't see my, yeah, it's over on my little tray. Otherwise I'd show you guys which one I used. Actually, no, it is up here. Granted, this one's broken, but just a simple point, easy to maintain, enough space for you to take a ball peen or any hammer that you want to use that's at least small enough to not really hurt yourself too much. There's a little straggler sticking off of there. Okay. So, started with the punch, took a 5/32 drill bit, or really you can use any drill bit size, but I chose a 5/32 because it gave me a large enough starting hole where I come in right behind it with a 1/4 inch bit and drill the hole out. Upon drilling the 5/32 and the 1/4 inch hole, I came in behind both of those with one of these, a step bit. You can use these on wood, metal, pretty much just about anything as long as it's tough enough to do it. And I really had to drop that. Definitely until we don't script things around here. But anyways, this one goes from 1/4 inch at the smallest, 1/2 inch at the largest. Given I needed a fairly sized curvature, that's actually my skinniest one I have. I followed in behind my first step bit with my second one. This one's a little fatter, a little shorter, but it goes from 1/4 inch all the way to 3/4. I had a third one, and that one was, I believe it was like a six, no. It started at like a 7/64 or an 1/8 inch, and went up to a 1/4 inch, I think. All I remember is I had a 3-pack and I broke one of them. But you can easily find them at your local hardware store, like Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards. But I picked mine up at Harbor Freight, which I'm probably going to get hate on it from anyone outside of the subscribers that comes across the videos for the channel. But I choose to go with Harbor Freight all because it's affordable. Yeah, I know I should probably go with better quality, but anywhere from Black & Decker to Hyper Tough and some Snap-on tools, I get by with what I got on the cheap side. But I welded it together with .30 flux core wire. Used a 4-inch, maybe 5-inch metal cutoff wheel, and used my 6-inch bench grinder, which it ain't all that big. It does what I need to do. My welder is just simple, plug into a 120 outlet, or in this case, as I got out here, set up a surge bar. Fairly large surge bar to be better. But yeah. But my welder, Chicago Electric, like I said, plug into a 120 outlet, flip it on, set it where you need to, and roll. Which I actually have modified that welder, at least the ground clamp anyways. I'm glad I did, because I doubt that ground clamp that it came on, or that came on it, wouldn't have held up this long. But at least the handle's cooled down a bit. The head of it's still a tad warm, but it's manageable. But like I said, I took the angle grinder with a metal cutoff wheel, shaped out the end, or both ends I should say. And when I say that about a flux core, this is what I mean. Granted, it's probably not the prettiest. Someone in the neighborhood going up the road. Yay. But just simple, one single pass to go through it all. Pretty well took care of it. I was testing it out here on a scrap piece of sheet metal. I definitely need to work on my hammer, or my strikes, as well as work on shaping this. Which I'll probably put a grinding disc on the angle grinder, clamp it in the bench vise, and go to town on it. Which I do need to get me another one of these little lights and install it over there somewhere. Don't know where though. All I know is I need a better light source in here. Which I haven't even flipped on that one over there. if you hear like a little gurgling rumble sound, it's actually this little guy back here, my little space burner. Puts out enough heat on low and medium setting. On high, in a well-insulated area, you're gonna roast yourself out. Yep, definitely goes to show how cold it is out here. Actually, I'm gonna find out. Oh, it's a whole whopping 41 degrees in here. Nope, scratch that. 39. Yep, Mother Nature clearly hates me. Can't stay warm for very long. So yeah, I kind of wish I would have recorded everything I did just to make it, but that was kind of one of those things that started it, put it off for a while, and then decided to finish it. Maybe another time, or if I can find my other piece of round stock, it's laying around here somewhere, I know that. I may just record or do a video on how I came to the process of getting everything ready to be put together. So, I'm Dodge Runner 95. If you guys want to help us out, subscribe, leave a comment on any ideas or questions that you might have. So, wish you guys a good one.